Some love doesn't arrive gently. It crashes into you and convinces you it's oxygen. This is not a story about heartbreak. This is a story about addiction, about losing yourself while calling it love. Addicted to the wrong love. A story of obsession, loss, and awakening. When love felt like oxygen, Daniel didn't fall in love. He drowned in it. At first, it felt like breathing for the first time after years of suffocation. When Mara entered his life, the world sharpened. Colors looked brighter. Silence sounded meaningful. His heart beat louder, as if reminding him that he was alive. She didn't promise forever. She promised feeling. And that was enough. Her words wrapped around his wounds. Her attention filled spaces he didn't know were empty. Every message from her felt like rescue. Every smile felt like reward. Daniel mistook intensity for intimacy. He mistook obsession for connection. He mistook attachment for love. And that mistake would cost him everything. The hook beneath the kiss. Mara loved deeply but not freely. She loved in a way that tightened slowly, like a rope pulled inch by inch. At first, Daniel didn't notice. Why would he? The rope felt warm. It felt like belonging. She wanted to know where he was. Then why he was there. Then who he was with. Each question sounded like care. Each demand sounded like concern. When Daniel chose himself, she grew distant. When he surrendered, she returned, smiling, gentle, apologetic. His mind learned a pattern before his heart could name it. Pain, then affection. Silence, then reward. Withdrawal, then relief. That was not love. That was addiction. The slow death of the old Daniel. Something inside Daniel began to disappear. He stopped doing the things that once grounded him. His dreams gathered dust. His faith became a memory. His discipline collapsed under the weight of emotional chaos. He told himself, this is what love requires. But love does not demand self-erasure. When friends warned him, he cut them off. When family questioned him, he shut down. Anyone who threatened the bond became a threat. Mara noticed, and she smiled. Wrong love always feeds on isolation. When love becomes a cage, Daniel no longer asked, is this right? He only asked, will she leave? His happiness became fragile. His peace became conditional. His identity dissolved into her moods. If she was pleased, he felt powerful. If she was distant, he felt worthless. He began apologizing for things he didn't understand, begging for peace he once carried naturally. At night, he stared at the ceiling, heart racing, replaying conversations, searching for where he went wrong. Love had become a courtroom, and Daniel was always guilty. The breaking of the illusion. The truth came violently, not through confession, but through exposure. A careless moment, a revealed intention. Words spoken when Daniel wasn't meant to hear them. Mara's love wasn't devotion. It was control. Her affection wasn't loyalty. It was leverage. In that moment, the spell broke. Daniel felt sick. Not because he lost her, but because he lost himself while holding on. Withdrawal feels like death. Leaving didn't bring peace. It brought agony. Daniel shook under loneliness. His phone felt heavier than ever. His mind screamed lies. Go back. You need her. You are nothing without this love. That was the addiction talking. Wrong love does not release easily. Claws. It threatens. It reminds you of comfort while hiding the damage. Some nights, Daniel cried without knowing why. Some mornings, he felt empty and afraid. But he stayed gone. And that was the bravest thing he had ever done. Rebuilding from ashes. Healing was not dramatic. It was quiet. Painful. Slow. Daniel rebuilt discipline one habit at a time. He returned to prayer even when it felt hollow. He asked for help even when pride resisted. Each day without her felt like tearing off a piece of himself. But each day also felt lighter. The truth about wrong love. Months later, Daniel could finally breathe. He understood something most never do. Wrong love feels powerful because it fills a void, but it never heals it. It excites wounds instead of closing them. It consumes identity instead of protecting it. Real love does not addict. Real love does not control. Real love does not replace purpose. It walks with it. The final lesson. Daniel didn't hate Mara. He forgave her. But he never returned. Because the hardest lesson he learned was this: anything that requires you to lose yourself is not love, no matter how intense it feels. Closing line. Some love feels like fire, but burns your future. Some love feels quiet, but saves your soul. Choose wisely.